So I have here the BSR LED bulb with remote controller. And in this video I want to give you an idea of some of the features and specs of this bulb, and then I will demonstrate it for you. And I hope to give you an idea of if this is something that'll work for your purposes. So first here is the remote control. Once you get this, there's a clear piece. You just in between the battery and the controller, you just slide it out and then you can operate it. Speaking of the battery, this operates on a CR 2025 button battery, 3 volt, that comes with it. And then here on your remote, you've got your power button. There's an option for red light, orange, yellow, green, light blue or cyan, blue, and purple, and then a cool white. And you can change the intensity of the light up or down. So the light itself fits in a standard US socket. It is 6 watts. It has a plastic casing. The lumens output on this is about 270. And for reference, I looked in my closet at some of the other bulbs I have, and a standard bulb is anywhere between 600, and I have some halogens that are a little over 1,000, but I'd say this is a little less than half of a typical light bulb. And most of your light is going to be focused up. It's not going to give a whole bunch of light out here, and I'll show you that. But so yeah, as I mentioned, the viewing angle, it's like 120 degrees. So on I mentioned it's cool white option, so that's about 6,500 K in terms of the coloring temperature. So without any further ado, I will plug this in and I'll show you some things, some considerations you might want to take with this. So right now it's on the cool white, and I'll cycle through these. There's red, orange, yellow, blue, or I'm sorry, green, light blue, blue, purple, and then back to the white. Now you can change the intensity up or down a little bit. It's not major changes, but it does change. And you can turn it on and off. And I want to talk about the memory function. I asked the seller before I ordered this, does this have a memory function? And the answer was yes, but I want to mention a caveat to that. If you turn it on and off with the remote and the power source stays on, this will have a memory function. So I imagine it runs on a minimal amount of power in the off. However, if you switch that light socket off, it will go back to the default, which is the clear or the cool white. It goes back to the white. So that's unfortunate for my purposes. I was going to use it out on the patio, and for the different seasons, you know, for maybe 4th of July, I might have blue or red, or Halloween I might have orange, or St. Patrick's Day green. And the reason it won't work for me because I've got that light on a timer, and each time that light goes off, you know, I'm not turning it on and off with the remote control every night. So each night it turns off, and then when it turns back on, it's going to be this cool white. So, you know, please take that into consideration when you have this. You know, it will meet a lot of needs or uses out there. It just doesn't necessarily meet what I intended it for. So, and then as I mentioned, it's a little bit less light intensity than a standard light. So, and you know, the viewing angle isn't 360. So if you take all that into consideration, you know, you can hopefully determine whether or not it'll meet your needs. Now, it does do a great job of switching in between colors, and it is of course LED, so it's efficient. And the remote control is nice, and it includes a battery. It's adjustable up and down in terms of or dimming up and down. So it does certainly have a purpose. However, just take into mind those points that I had mentioned. So I hope this review was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them below. I would be happy to answer any. Thank you.